So the WNBA draft in 2026 might be completely, and I mean completely changed very soon because Flau Jae has announced that she might go in for the draft. And if Flau Jae enters the WNBA draft, we start to have conversations about number one again. And we definitely have conversations about number two. But anyway, lads, Flau Jae is obviously a basketball player. And today, Flau Jae is after coming off a 28-point game in the Elite Eight. Flau Jae is about to get her degree. Flau Jae is a part owner in Unrivaled, so it helps if she plays in Unrivaled for herself and for that league. She's already guaranteed a spot there. So there is obviously talk about her leaving. There's talk about her going, playing the WNBA and then playing in Unrivaled next year. But when it comes to Flau Jae, she is averaging 18.3 points per game on pretty decent shooting splits. Like 37.7% from three. And again, she's not hyper-focused on her efficiency. So those numbers are not bad at all. 46%, 38%. They're really good shooting numbers. The only problem is, again, she is a true two-guard. She's not a one. She can kind of be a scoring combo guard. She's also taller than 5'10". But 2.5 assists to 2.6 turnovers. Like, she has had pretty much a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio for her entire career. So she is a bucket getter. Pretty good defender too, in fairness to her. But today, Flau Jae unsure of WNBA decision. So it says here, when she was asked about whether she turned pro early, I don't know. She'll turn 22 in November and she's eligible to enter WNBA drafts despite not having completed full 4 college seasons. In addition to WNBA, Unrivaled is also in Johnson's professional future. Unrivaled signed Johnson as well as Paige Beckers, who's announced her intention to enter the draft to NIL deals that include equity in the league and set the stage from the join once her college careers conclude. Asked what she'll weigh in her decision, she said everything. Got to talk to Coach Mulkey, talk to my family, I don't know. She scored 24 over 28 points in the second half. Post-game, she took the blame for a slow start. I mean, I did leave it all on the court, but it was too late and it just doesn't matter. Should have did it earlier, should have executed better. I feel like it's all on me. I can take that because I know I went to another level and I gave more than I thought I had. I've got to be more in attack mode. It's my fault being too passive. I'm done with that. And it says here, Mulkey agreed Johnson's outburst came after LSU had already cost itself the game, but it didn't put the blame on a star player. The game was lost in the second quarter. That's where the game was lost. We didn't capitalize on Betts being off the floor. Feels like she was a big part of having of that not having played to what her standards are for herself in the second quarter. In the third and fourth quarter, I think she really tried hard. That's what all Americans do, to try to figure out a way to impact the game, and she did. 2024 season the best of Flau Jae's career. So, I think it's likely she goes. If you're asking me, the fact is, I think she is a junior. She is a junior, and there has been hints that she maybe would come out early, but no major hints. Not like a Janiah Barker who said when she was at Texas A&M that she was going to come out early. No. And it's the same with, say, Olivia Miles. Like, there had been no real, not that she was going to come out early, like, there'd been no real indication of her going back, but now suddenly Olivia Miles might be back in college. And if you're Flau Jae, you got to weigh up a lot of things. And if I'm Flau Jae, as much as she's making a serious amount of money when it comes to NIL deals, if I'm Flau Jae, I'm going into the draft. Because her off-season is where she's going to make her huge money. Like, she performed at All-Star Weekend last year. She is going to be there at All-Star Weekend, whether it just be in a skills challenge capacity, whether it be at a skills challenge and performing. Like, the WNBA has not seen a player like a Flau Jae in terms of what they can do off the court for their own brand. Like, Flau Jae is going to be one of the most popular players in the league day one. Flau Jae, I think, might be the only player that stops the entire Indiana starting 5 being the 5 most voted for players for the All-Star team. But with Flau Jae, it allows her, obviously she performs a bit in the off-season. She is going to be playing in Unrivaled. She's involved with Unrivaled, but Unrivaled is flexible. She's definitely a big enough name that she can have a flexible deal with Unrivaled. I think going pro allows her to be incredibly flexible. It means she can build her name in the WNBA next year. And then it means that, like, again, once the off-season comes, she can go, still play ball, but, like, you can't forget Flau Jae is she's a musical artist as well. And she was a musical artist almost, not before she was a basketball player, But, like, she was known for that before anything else. Like, the fact is, like, you're acting like Flau Jae wasn't out there getting the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent when she was 14. Like, she was there, raps with a message, all performances, all of these Flau Jae things on America's Got Talent. This is Flau Jae freaking Johnson. Like, there's no question about star power when it comes to Flau Jae, on or off the court. And not only that, she just plays. She's fun to watch. Because when she is in attack mode, not saying she's better than Paige, because she's not better than Paige. In 2 years, could she be better than Paige Beckers if she improves? Yeah. Especially if she makes the same improvement as she made from her freshman to her junior year in her first 2 years as a pro, yeah. But when it comes to just the way she plays, what she can do to a franchise, if I'm the Wings, I probably don't take her because I don't know a better fit beside Enrique. But if I'm the Seattle Storm, as much as I really rate Dominique Malonga, and I think you'd be dumb not to take Dominique Malonga, I also think you need a shooting guard. I know it's like, oh, don't draft for fit right now, but when that fit is Flau Jae Johnson versus Olivia Miles, or like a lot of people were saying Sonia Citron for drafting for fit, I'm sorry. Like, if you're drafting for fit, you're taking Sonia Citron. She's just better than Sonia Citron, especially because you need a scorer at the 2, because you have a Gabby Williams at the 3. So you add in a Flau Jae who's a pretty good defender with a Gabby Williams, with Flau Jae with Gabby Williams, with Skylar Diggins-Smith, with Nneka, and with Ezzy Magbagor. Like, you're looking still at a top of the range player and a top of the range team in terms of the Seattle Storm. And you've got that player that's, you know, going to put butts in seats. Like, people forget, the Seattle Storm and the Phoenix Mercury both had very good chances at getting both a chance of getting the number 1 pick in the Caitlin Clark draft. And if you're going to miss out on Caitlin Clark, I understand how good Dominique Malonga could be, and I'm taking Malonga over Olivia Miles, I'm taking Malonga over Sonia Citron. But I don't think I understand why you take Paige over Malonga. I think Malonga still has much higher potential than Flau Jae. But I just like Flau Jae. Like, and I think if you can get somebody like a Flau Jae for your team, even though she might not hit the ceiling of Malonga, she's going to be better right away. And she's still a huge name. So you get that benefit. Whereas no one else in this draft is really the absolutely huge name unless you're going to the second round or late first at best and taking a Hailey Van Lith. So, yeah, Flau Jae might be going to the WNBA draft. And if you're asking me whether she should, yeah, that is, my opinion is absolutely, without question, yes. I think Flau Jae Johnson should go for the WNBA draft this year. But anyway, I'll see you guys.